You're watching Around Town with Henry Dormann.
Around Town is sponsored by Chemung Canal Trust Company. They're really nice people. Trust is their middle name. Service is their motto. And I like them a lot, and that's why I bank there. If you ever come by to look me up, I'll be in the vault. Safe place. We're back in the secret parts of the newsroom. You know Renata Stiehl, because she's kind of famous. She is, I suppose, more of the station than anybody else that's here. She's not only the news director and the anchor, but she is the kind of, I don't want to say mother hen that keeps everybody happy, but she does.
I'm a little bit of a mother hen. And on this, in the news operation, there's only a couple people that have been here longer than I have at this point.
And you have a new fellow, at least new to us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is Nick Quattrini. He's my assistant news director and co-anchor at 5:30 and 6.
How do you spell Quattrini?
I'll let you spell it.
Quattrini.
In case you want to write letters.
But most of the time, when everybody here has to punch my name in, it's just Nick, and it's just a keyboard command.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I watch you every afternoon, and I see you sitting next to her, and you have a computer here, and you're doing something on the computer all the time, and I'm dying to know what you're doing.
What ends up happening is we have our scripts on that computer,
Oh,
and if you don't have that, Murphy's Law, the prompter will go out.
I didn't think of that.
There's been days where I've come out here with no scripts, no iPad out here, and guaranteed something will happen with that prompter.
Now,
So,
you have been in the news business before you went into the service, and then you went into the service, and now you're back.
I left the service and then I got into the news business. So
And you must have some fascinating stories. What's the most interesting or most terrible or most wonderful thing that happened to you?
probably the most interesting story I have from the service
Or from private life?
or from private life.
I mean, not everybody gets to be an anchor.
Probably the
It
most
must be
interesting
mobbed
thing.
for autographs.
Oh yeah. Probably the most interesting thing that has ever happened to me here is I was getting ready to leave, but I had this weird feeling like, hey, I should stay and watch YouTube videos. You know, no big deal, very weird, but I could have left about an hour prior, and I heard a call come over the scanner that there were 17 miners trapped in Lansing, New York, and it was such a faint call, and it was so staticky, and I didn't think anything of it at first. But then when I heard 17 miners were trapped 1,000 feet down, I said, this might be a story. We started doing a little bit of digging, and we ended up breaking, me and Aisha McKenzie, my former co-anchor, we ended up breaking a national story. I think it was like 2 in the morning, Wednesday morning on a Wednesday. So, I mean, just several hours later, my co-anchor was on national television. I was on a couple of New York City media outlets just off that faint scanner call, just because I stayed back just to goof off on a computer. So,
Is that one of the reasons you're getting gray hair?
yeah, sometimes.
I notice you're getting a little on, and that for your age, that's pretty good.
Yeah, well, you know something?
You don't dye it.
No, I don't dye. I have no plans in dyeing it. I heard that salt and pepper is going to be the new, in. So, but my father has a full head of gray hair. So.
Your father is what?
He has a full head of gray hair.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
So I'm going to embrace it. So.
It's nice to have it.
Oh yeah, it's nice to have hair too.
It's distinguished.
Oh yeah.
Isn't she nice? What about stories from you? I heard you had a bird in here the other day.
We did have a bird in here
And the
other
electricity
day.
went out.
Not because of the bird.
No.
But yeah, when we had that snowstorm recently, there was an accident just down the road, about a quarter-mile. Car took out a utility pole and affected us here at the station. So when that happens, it's really just doing what you can. And at that time, it wasn't a whole heck of a lot because we literally had no electricity for over an hour. But then, yeah, we had a bird in here just a couple of days ago that was flying around and
They told
made
me
it out
that
safely.
they told me that the bird went to the bathroom on him.
Nope.
No.
Fortunately, no.
It missed you?
No, what ended up happening, I was out here doing teases, and I looked up and I was like, oh, there's a bird in the studio. And then I was afraid, I still did the teases, but I was afraid, I didn't want to get hit in the head with the bird because he was bouncing off the windows and the walls.
Yeah.
So, but we did get him out safely.
Now, your favorite weatherman, who we interviewed recently, is a very kind of colorful, happy, funny guy.
Oh yeah.
And he said that your biggest peeve is when people snap their fingers at you?
Just when he snaps his fingers.
Just
at
him?
me. Just him.
Just him?
Just him.
Why
He-
him?
He doesn't know much about technology, so when he had a problem with a prompter, he said, "Come here." And I said, "Don't snap your fingers at me. That's not kind." Just politely ask. And now he's smiling over there at us.
Oh, he's making a whole thing of this. You know. There used to be, in the days long before you came around, days of radio, a hypnotist named Ralph Slater on the Mutual Network on WOR in New York. And every Sunday he went on the air for half an hour, hypnotizing people. You couldn't see it. All you could hear was here. It was only radio. And he would say, automatic hypnotism. He would say, 1, my name is Ralph Slater, 2, my name is Ralph, and 3, and he'd go like that. And half the audience would go out. I don't know if it was fake or real, but it was a good show. On radio, can you imagine? It's like what was his name? Edgar Bergen and Johnny McCarthy had a dummy on radio. You missed all of these things.
I think it's against FCC regs to do that now.
Is
to do
that-
hypnotism over any broadcast medium.
Could be.
So.
What in your careers, what annoys you the most? You always seem such a happy person. There must be something that gets under your skin.
Viewer comments.
You know, I
on
would say
social media.
sometimes people don't realize that when we go out to some of these stories, they personally might have a problem with the story, but at the same time, you know, we're not there to pick sides. We're not there to, you know, pick any particular story for any particular reason. We're just there because it's happening, and if we feel it's newsworthy. You know, if somebody did something wrong, you know, we're not there to say, "Hey, look what this person did." It's almost like public record. You know, we're just telling people like, "Hey, this is what's going on."
You're
Right.
reporting.
Yes, we're
Right,
reporting, and some
exactly.
people have personal issues with the story, and it's like we're just the messenger. We're just trying to get the story on the record and just let everybody know about it.
All right, and I think another issue that this, with television media in particular, just being on air, you know, people at home watching really feel as though they get to know us. They see us every day. We're
Sure.
in your living room.
You're
or
part of the family.
We're part of the family. But then it also opens people up to, you know, being really harsh with some of their criticisms. And it's not always about the story at hand. Sometimes it's about, you know, you as a person. And so sometimes we do get people that will call and criticize about not just how we said something, but how we look that particular day, or, you know, that outfit's not flattering on you. You shouldn't wear something like that. Or
They care.
yeah,
Even if it's
some
not
of them
nice.
it doesn't come across quite so caring. Some people are a little bit mean spirited in things they can say, but I think conversation about issues is important. But some people can be very, you know, critical in what they say that has nothing to do with the story at hand. I would never go to someone's job and say, "I don't like the way you do that. You need to do it differently." That's not, if I don't do that job day to day, I don't know what goes into doing that job. So I wouldn't be critical of someone in that manner.
I have a loaded question.
Sure.
And this will require all of the great aspects of a news director. But with what's going on in the world, in the media, what do you think of Donald Trump and his view of the media?
As someone in the media, you know, what he does say is affecting our industry as a whole. I know that my job and Nick's job and our job as journalists in our newsroom is to report the information in the way that is fair, the way that is factual, in a way that is accurate. I think there are a lot of websites out there that it is their intention to skew things one way or another, and that's contributing to some of the issues that we're seeing in the media today and the way that the media is perceived. I know personally that what we do as broadcast journalists at WENY here in Horseheads, New York, is to report the stories that are important to our community. I do think it is very important to have a free and independent press. That is part of our democracy, and that is a very important thing for us to have as a nation. So it does, when you have anybody saying that what we do is fair, unfair, or fake, or not truthful, you know, that does hurt all of us in what we, you know, strive to do every day as journalists.
Thank you. That was well put. Now, to end the interview, I have to end it on a different note. You have such nice hair. Do you make it yourself every day? Do you fix it yourself?
I do. My hair, I have natural redhead, runs in my mother's side of the family. And yeah, I style it myself every day and just hope it looks nice.
What a nice person. Are they? No, they're really very nice people. And it's a joy to have you.
Thank you.
Chatting. You chat very well, both of you. I didn't have to do anything. Thank you.
Thank you,
so
Henry.
much.
Thank you very much.
Nice. Welcome aboard here. You're going to be rich and famous soon.
Hopefully.
Oh, geez.
I know you're famous already, but rich is coming.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I heard it from management.
I hope so. I'm going to hold them
See
to
you
it.
soon.
Around Town with Henry Dormann will return in a moment.
Every year, 40% of all food in the U.S. never gets eaten.
40%. That's almost half the food we produce.
Food waste is a serious problem. It impacts all of us.
And it's expensive. Your family is throwing $1,500 a year in the trash.
We're working hard to put food waste on the chopping block.
And you can do the same at home.
Learn how to cook it, store it, and share it.
Just don't waste it.
Go to savethefood.com.
Life, it never stops moving, getting from here to there, managing long hours at work, juggling a busy home. You need a bank that keeps up. That's Chemung Canal Trust Company. Bank online, bank with our mobile app, deposit a check with your smartphone, open an account at Chemung Canal, and bank with us anywhere, anytime. Chemung Canal Trust Company, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We now return to Around Town with Henry Dormann.
Do you want to be beautiful? I have a place for you. We're in Wellsboro. I love Wellsboro. It's nice for so many things. First, my wife finds bargains here that you wouldn't believe. Second, there's a lady who runs the Chamber of Commerce named Julie Van Ness, who's the best in the business, and you can get anything in any direction from her office. It's terrific. I had to say a nice thing. And this is Laura Lee, who runs this boutique and spa, which is now changed since last time. But what, you had an experience last time we did the show together.
Yes.
And was it an ambulance or the fire department?
Yes, I was sharing with you. It was a great story. It just shows how far your reach is. I was out in my garden and just outside the spa here, and an ambulance driver drove by. They drive by constantly, but one of them stopped and said, "Hey, I saw you on TV."
Wonderful.
It was wonderful. It was a moving experience, and it was nice to see someone passing all the time that I got to interact with. So
Now, you live here too.
this is a residential, it's a duplex, so yes.
Duplex, they have duplexes, wow. Pretty fancy. How have you done the spa and this boutique? The boutique is new. The spa we did an interview on last year.
Sure, yep.
And now you have this boutique which is filled with things from people who live and work in the area.
Yes.
Local artisans. And some of these things are really beautiful. I see this, is it silver sculpture behind me?
Yes, absolutely. Mark English, he has a very unique style as an artist.
Mark English,
Mark
is he
English.
expensive?
Well, price is relative when you're being creative, right?
That's why I asked.
So we have featured over 23 local artists, and my work here is featured here as well.
What do you do?
I'm a potter. I'm a hobby potter because I'm so many other things. I just do it, for fun. But a specific style of raku pottery is featured here that I love to do. So raku pottery, you put it in that comes out of the kiln fire hot, and you put it in sawdust. Sawdust burns off the glazes, and it gives a really iridescent look. It's a beautiful process.
Now, people who own boutiques don't know these things.
Right, it's
But
a
you're
nice
different.
that I have and it's being an artist. I think I can represent the artist world a little bit better. I have a strong passion for advocating for the arts.
You have a strong passion for life.
Yes, I hope.
Not only that, but you're a very individualistic person. And she goes around in bare feet with beautiful nail polish on her feet, which you get here.
Yes, I have to advertise for our in-house cosmetologist. So.
And you can get anything here wholesale.
I don't know about wholesale.
Free.
Well, we do have to support the artists. That's our goal, and attempt. So I don't know about wholesale, but there's a.
Are you open 7 days a week?
Our boutique hours, we're open in the spa 7 days a week. It's a by appointment only.
The same address?
Yes, absolutely. So we're sitting in the boutique itself, which is the very front of the spa, and then we have our full 3-service spa above us and around us. So services for spas you can get any time of the day. Boutique hours are Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 10 to 4, and then Saturday, 10 to 2. So we're closed on Tuesdays and Sundays.
I had to take out my glasses because I wanted to read that you offer not only the massage, but body wraps, facials, maternity mud wraps, and couples treatments, haircuts, waxing, nails, and makeup.
Yes, and since the last time you were here, I got my license as a skin therapist. So another new thing that we're doing is we're adding all kinds of skin treatments, which is facials, from basic relaxation to treatment-oriented facials for people who suffer with acne or rosacea, and even have some advanced high-frequency treatments, for example, for treating age spots.
Oh, now this is what I
now
want to know.
you're revealing my real youth, right?
No, but I want to know because I'm getting age spots on my back.
Yes, yep. So
Can you take them off?
I can, yes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
It's a.
I get a little one right here. Can you see that?
I don't see anything except glowing. So skin tags, not spider veins, little tiny red veins, any kind of small irregularities that grow on the skin we can also treat. So, and then we also feature, we have a line of products. It's our own line of products. It's called Emerge Botanicals.
Did people tell you have beautiful eyes?
Well,
She really, you should see her eyes. It's worth coming here just to take a look at her eyes.
Aw,
She
thank
just
you.
sends messages of welcome.
Thank you.
I have one question here on these notes because I don't know what, maternity is one thing. What do you do for maternity and what do you do for mud wraps? It's not maternity mud wraps.
Yeah, so
It's two different things.
We have several services for maternity patients or clients. We're also doulas. So another massage therapist and I are a doula. So what that means is we go into the treatment room with women when they deliver. We're like an advocate for them. We give them massage and relaxation and all kinds of techniques to help them with pain management. We also have great support for the husband. So that's one aspect that we do for maternity. We also have support pillows. You can do maternity massage all the way to the very end of
Support pillows.
yeah, so when a woman is pregnant, it's difficult for her to lay on her stomach. So she can lay on her stomach and get massages all the way through. And we also do henna, which is a decorative, elaborate, it's an Indian like paint. It's kind of like a temporary tattoo that sometimes we do on a woman's belly during her pregnancy. So all kinds of fun little rituals to make a woman feel beautiful.
You see the
during
things you
pregnancy.
learn here. Where else would you find out these things? You have a lot of fun.
Yes, absolutely. I'm very grateful everything I do. I love.
How long has this been in existence, this boutique?
Yeah, so the boutique is just an addition this year. Last spring, we're just about approaching our 1-year anniversary.
And you can come here and have the facials and the spa and everything else, and then come here and indulge yourself with pleasure by buying all of these things when you feel terrific.
Yes, absolutely.
You figured all this out.
Definitely, we're finding jewelry and scarves, things that women make them feel beautiful. Are the things
But there
that
are so
sell the
many
most.
talented people in the Wellsboro area.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like I should mention some of their names or feature them because I really couldn't make this opportunity happen in this gallery space without them.
You can go around here and you
See how
have
many
earrings
I
and
can
jewelry
remember.
and
Yeah,
scarves.
absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
who picks this stuff?
You
I
know,
shouldn't say stuff, I should say these beautiful things.
Yeah, absolutely. They're beautiful creations, you know. The artist brings them in and then we kind of, we look at them together as far as evaluating price and what's comparable to other artists. They set their own prices, we're just a space to support them and create that. But yes, absolutely.
Do they
So
loan
many-
you things or do you have to buy from them?
It's all a commission-based location, so absolutely there's not any investment in the art itself, just a space to support each other.
Well, you have a wonderful, wonderful gallery.
Oh, thank
And you have a wonderful, wonderful spa.
Thank
We did
you.
this last year on the spa, and she has things that nobody else in the area has. And you also, do you know Julie Van Ness?
Of course, yes.
I always have to say a nice thing about Julie Van. She doesn't like this, but I have to say it because of all the people she and her Chamber of Commerce have more efficiency than all the others put together.
Yes, she's an amazing support for our community.
She is great, and my wife thinks she's terrific too. So don't be jealous, honey. We'll see you here soon.
Around Town with Henry Dormann will return in a moment.
Life, it never stops moving. Getting from here to there. Managing long hours at work. Juggling a busy home. You need a bank that keeps up. That's Chemung Canal Trust Company. Bank online. Bank with our mobile app. Deposit a check with your smartphone. Open an account at Chemung Canal and bank with us anywhere, anytime. Chemung Canal Trust Company. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Okay, so we drowned the fire.
Yep.
Stirred it. Drowned it again. And now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
We now return to Around Town with Henry Dormann.
I never knew you could make a living selling olive oil, but they do. And he's a former engineer in the Navy and has all kinds of things that make signs. Do you engrave?
Oh yeah, engrave. I laser engrave.
But I'm looking at this, and it says you are engraving custom designs and artwork for gifts, events, and special occasions. For years, they've done a whole bunch of these things in glass, acrylic, and stone, and it makes a great gift. Now, aside from all the stuff that you wrote down, what are the great things that people should come here to buy and do? And where are you on Main Street? And what's the name of the place? And then you have to say your names too, which I have here because it's Rick and Lori Beckwith.
That's correct.
And they own the place. Now that wasn't hard, was it?
No.
That's all I have to do. Now the rest is up to you to sell. Tell them when to come in, when you're open, and how they're going to come and see you, and what's the phone number if they want to call up and make an appointment. And what do you sell that's really great? Olive oil? Can you make a living with olive oil?
Sure,
You can?
apparently.
I'm in the wrong
We're not
business.
starving
Yeah,
yet.
Good. He looks happy.
So olive oil and balsamic, everybody doesn't. The first question we get when they walk in is, "What do you do with it?" So what we started up is a little. We have like a little dinner. We get like between 10 and 14 people in here, and then we do like a tapas things. It's like, and they sit around and we make stuff with the olive oil and the balsamic so they can try it.
Oh,
And
actually in here?
Yes, that's actually in here. And that works. We're going to do a little remodeling in here in the next couple weeks so that we can actually do it.
What's the address and where do they call to get in on this? This is a good bargain.
This is 75 Main Street.
75 Main Street. And where did they call to if they want, you know, to make a reservation?
570, yes, 439-1991.
Again?
570-439-1991.
I'll be at the other end of the phone. Tell me more. What else have you got here? Because you do engraving, you do gifts, all kinds of things. And where did you come up with all these ideas?
Well, it actually started 3 years ago when Rick retired from the military and purchased a laser engraver. And we started Seniors Creations like 2 years later, featuring many of his custom-made wood products in glass and acrylic and bamboo.
Let's walk and talk
Okay.
and show it to us. You have other kinds of gifts too.
Yes, so this is actually one of our featured products. This is a custom lantern. It's made out of cherry. It's made with local hardwoods, and then Rick takes the hardwood, planes it down, laser engraves it, designs the.
You made this.
Rick
Yes, I
made
did.
this.
Yes.
You did.
Actually, all of the hardwood products in the store are all made by different local wood artisans. So Rick makes most of them, but we have a couple other bowl turners.
But if you do this, it must be very expensive.
Actually, this is featured for $75.
$75, and you made
and
it all by
it's custom
yourself.
cherry with
Wow.
black walnut.
It's actually cherry from Patterson's, it's a local lumber mill. So I get my lumber there and I plane it down from rough cut and think of a design to do the design up, and then just.
You're very valuable to be married to.
I don't know.
Wow.
She puts up with me. But
What have you got here? Where's the engraving?
Oh, we have engraving on several items. Right here is some of our bamboo items that are engraved on it. So
Bamboo?
yes,
Bamboo?
And bamboo is the only wood in the store that we don't buy locally, but we do engrave on all of our bamboo. And so you'll see custom items, different sayings, things that are featured in Wellsboro, like our gas lights.
What do you engrave on?
Just sayings and wedding, like wedding
Did you
gifts.
engrave on anything?
Yes.
Yes. We engrave on glass, cork, ceramic, bamboo, any hardwoods.
What a fun place.
Over on the wall is a map that's a cherry map. It's got cork in the middle, so the center is engraved. And then Rick made the cherry
And
frame.
eat, drink, and be married. Is that one of the ones you make?
Yes.
Home is not a place, it's a feeling. You did that too?
Yes.
Wow.
I do all the designs.
Let's break bread together. You make all of these?
Yep, I make all of them. It's
That machine that you bought is very valuable. You do that with a machine?
Yes, I do it with a laser. When I was in the military, I ran a little repair facility, and we had one that we used to make admirals' door skins. We used to do their design and stuff on their doors and stuff for them. That's how I got involved in
What
it.
did you say, Admiral's door skins?
Yeah, it's like their door. You know, they have their little logo that goes on the door. That
With their name on it.
Yep, with their name on it, and we used to do that kind of stuff for
And you
them.
call that Admiral skins?
Yeah, well, the door skin, it's just, it goes on the outside the door.
Ah.
So,
Well, I like to learn these things.
yeah, it's actually, it was just something that was one of our little jobs that we did offhand, and that's how I got involved with the laser. So when I got out, I just, I had to, she made me fill up my time. So I got a laser, and we did it for a couple of years, and then it just kind of grew into a store. So.
But you got other things over here. Can we take a look over there?
Sure. This is actually some of our vendors. We do have a few local wood artisans. So this is one of our vendors, and these are actually custom pizza cutters.
Pizza cutters?
Yes, and they're
How
made
much-
out of
how
all
much are they?
hardwood.
How much are they?
These are $45.
And this is a pizza cutter that has some weight to it.
It does.
You
If
could
you
knock
can't cut
somebody
a
out
pizza with
this.
that, you shouldn't
Wow.
be eating the pizza.
Cheese cutters too.
Yep, we have cheese cutters, ice cream scoops, coffee scoops.
This is, what is this, for baby ice creams?
That is actually a coffee scoop.
Really?
Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
I didn't know that. And what is it, a screwdriver?
That's a screwdriver.
Now, do you
yes.
make these too?
That's actually
Sprouse.
Ray. At the hospital. He works up at the hospital and makes those.
And these beautiful things here. to shave.
Those are shaving kits.
Does anybody shave like that anymore, or
Yes,
just
they
us old
do.
people? Do they really?
Yes, they
Oh,
do.
there's hope for me. I use that stuff with an old
Yeah.
brush. Works very, very well.
One of the other really cool things that we have in this store is we have a woodworker who works with reclaimed fence posts, and he uses the old locust fence posts, and he makes different designs. This is a candle log. We actually have vases and lights that he's created, so there's a lot of unique things.
You look like you have such a nice time, and I'm so proud of what you've accomplished here.
It's a fun store.
Yeah.
It's a fun store, and you're having fun. How many years have you been doing this?
We have been
So-
in this location for just a little less than a year and a half.
Oh, well, you've done a wonderful, wonderful things. So, pay no attention, this is just a microphone. They have to have it so it's outside. No, I'll shake hands. No. Yeah, it's still cold.
Cold hands.
No, they have a microphone down here so it's not shown on camera. Very professional group.
Yes.
We have a good crew. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
Thank you too. They were waving at us and telling us it's time to go. Bye. My wife will be back here.
Okay.
And I'll be out a lot of money.
All right.
But you're very
We'll look forward to
inexpensive.
the visit.
Yes.
Good, thank you so much. And thank you. Come and visit. What's the address?
75 Main Street, Wellsboro, Pennsylvania.
You can't miss. Great bargains.
You're watching WENY HD.